I'm so glad you are here. We have a life coaching broadcast for you tonight, asking about your unique and special spark as we go through my poem, Now Begin. Let's begin the exploration, shall we? Periscope and heart. I'm glad you're here. This is Julie Jordan Scott. And guess what? It's time for Short Scope. Short Scope. 3 minutes or less on your uniqueness. Yes, we're celebrating uniqueness today, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm delighted to be here. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Let's applaud each other. Whew, I'm full of energy because I had this amazing scope that I did. You know, it's one of those things we're not supposed to praise ourselves, are we? Well, in celebrating our uniqueness, guess what? We get to really celebrate and say, wow, I did something really cool. And I hope that you'll enjoy it. So the scope right before this, if you look on my list, it was about empathy, and I think that you'll gain a lot if you watch it. Anyway, today we are taking the poem, my poem, Now Begin, and we're splitting it into chunks. And this piece, this scope today, is about celebrating your uniqueness, because it's like, what's beneath? Yesterday we talked, what's beneath, what's underneath. And then the next line is, what is your unique and special spark that you've buried deep and chosen to ignore? So what is your unique and special spark? I see Danny's in the room. Danny is filled with special sparks. So there might be something from your past that you used to do that you've forgotten. Oh, very cool. Awesome. You'll have to tweet me so we can learn more about each other. In fact, when I wrote this poem, it was in 1999. And back then I was a county bureaucrat. I was pretty darn miserable. And a lot of the things I'm doing now I didn't do. I was not performing. I was not on stage. I wasn't doing poetry performance. I was writing. Oh, no, you're fine. You're totally fine. We allow interruptions here. There's so many things I wasn't doing, and all of my uniqueness was, or a lot of my uniqueness was buried in judgment. It was buried in feeling like I wasn't worth it or I wasn't good enough. So what I would like for you to do today is to consider what is your unique and special spark from the past that perhaps you've been neglecting. Not to judge you, but to allow you to open that door to it. Okay, so start maybe with a list, or just put it in the back of your head, in your subconscious mind, and we'll bring it up over the weekend and see what we can come up with. My name is Julie Jordan Scott. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I'm a creative life coach. Please follow me if you don't, because I would love to get to know you better, because the world is waiting for your words. The world is waiting for you to be exactly who you were meant to be all along. I'm grateful for you. The question is, what is your unique and special spark that you've buried deep and you've neglected? Maybe you've chosen to ignore it. And the way to tune in to that unique special spark is so much easier with writing. So on the previous video, the previous portion, I talked about making a list, and that's a great place to start. I hope you'll think of doing that like right after this video is over, or sometime before you go to bed tonight. Make a list of what it is that you used to love doing, or something new you'd really like to try, but for whatever reason, you just haven't gotten to it. Then circle whatever you want to write about and use this prompt. When I think of going back into theater, might be one. When I think of going back into theater, what I think is all of the reasons I can't. Some of those may be, and list off what you can't, and then kind of have a conversation about it. Or when I think of traveling to Florence, I think of how much fun it would be and how much I would grow. I think of the people I would meet and the places I would go and the food. Oh, the food and the art. And then I think, I won't ever get there. It's too expensive. Now this is me just freestyling. But as you see, this is where a free write will take you. And hopefully, a really cool insect just landed right there. My hope is that you will get to something new. Now this may take a few different 5-minute writing sessions, but once you put it up here, put it into your heart and write from it, really good stuff will happen. I guarantee that. Before you go, follow me, subscribe, make sure you have access to these videos, which will keep coming out, which will keep inspiring you, which will keep helping you get your words on the page, because the world is waiting for your words. My name is Julie Jordan Scott, and it's a delight to me to come alongside you to bring your words and your world and your life to the place where you've always wanted to be.